The latest jobs report shows more women are back working at record participation levels. We want to bring in Pam Cohen, who's the Chief Researcher and Analytics Officer with WerkLabs and the Mom Project. Pam, good to have you here this morning.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
What did the May jobs report tell us about women in the workforce?
Well, women are certainly coming back to the workforce, but the demand for remote and hybrid work is really at an all-time high. For us, about 75% of moms on our platform are looking for some type of remote or flexible work, and over 50% of those are looking for companies who get it, who really understand the need to integrate home life with work life. And, with over 1.2 million users on our platform and growing, we really believe that it's more important than ever to support the moms in the workplace. And that's really what the job reports are showing. Women aren't willing to settle for jobs where, when they're able to, they have to be in the office 5 days a week. Again, this applies mainly to white-collar workers, people who have a choice about working remote or not, which tends to make up the bulk of our platform.
Well, we saw a big pendulum swing at the start of the pandemic. Either women lost their jobs in the service industry or someone needed to be at home with children.
That's right. Women left the workforce in just record numbers, over 2 million women. It led to the first women's recession in American history. And of course, one of the most likely groups to leave the workforce voluntarily were white-collar moms whose jobs enabled them to work somewhat remotely, and frankly, whose lifestyles, often because of a second household income, allowed them to leave. But during the pandemic, all moms tended to be the parents who simultaneously try to work as well as take care of kids, do homeschooling, and it really led to massive burnout. But it also led to some opportunities where women felt that they were able to see more of what was happening at home, more of their kids growing up. And so as we've gone back and farther away from the pandemic, hopefully, we've seen women being somewhat reluctant to return to full-time in-office jobs as well.
How difficult is it to find that balance for working moms?
Well, we always say that there's really no such thing as complete balance. What we're looking for is work-life integration and employers who really understand the need for it. And that's what employers are starting to get. And what women are looking for in employers is the idea that if you support women, if you allow them to work, for example, different hours or hours that work, getting the work done, not simply putting in specific hours, they'll get the work done, and they'll get the work done well. So it's really all about integrating those two things and having companies who understand how important it is to have women in the organization and working effectively, and so respecting that balance between home and work life as well. And again, there's no perfect balance. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
There's no perfect balance. But yeah, there's that integration.
Do you see that conversation getting louder in the coming months and years as more women look for this flexibility and balance to be able to do all of their jobs and the many hats that so many women wear?
Absolutely. That's not going away by any means. And I think that women and companies are getting more creative. It's not just about the option to work remotely or hybrid, but, again, that ability to work the hours needed to get the job done, the ability to use PTO, paid time off, as needed. A lot of it comes down to the demand for respect for flexibility. And companies who see their employees as whole people, who understand that need, that's not going away. The return to office pattern we've been witnessing is an alarming turn to many moms. I think that there's great pushback on that. Moms have been grappling with added commute times, rearranging or finding childcare, and they're just not willing to put up with that when they can find companies who understand the need to work with them. So that's just going to continue.
A fascinating
Is it,
conversation. Pam Cohen, thank you so much for your time here with us. We certainly appreciate it.